Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. He's your host. The new Black.
All right, good evening to you, beautiful people. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the new Black Wall Street as we present to you guys our feature presentation, Black Woman Wednesday. This is a show where we just simply look to uplift, inspire, and encourage the Black woman. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified financial educator, certified global financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, The Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. Book that I wrote, guys, is the study of Black wealth. It's a study of the 12 richest Black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, you should study wealthy people. You can find that book by simply going to the website, theblackbillionairesclub.com, theblackbillionairesclub.com. While you're at the site, guys, click on the store button. You'll find some other Black author books that are targeting towards financial literacy, business development, and personal development for kids and adults. You'll find it at the store tab. And also there's a tab that says join the club. Not only is it a book, but it's also a movement. It's a movement of brothers and sisters who are serious about building wealth, building business while they build themselves. And so if that's you, you're saying, you know what, I'm the smartest person in the room. It's time for me to find a new room. Well, just quite possibly, the Black Billionaires Club is that room for you. You will find it as well there too. I will let you know, guys, our membership is going up. So this will be the last day that we have membership where it is right now. It will be doubling. We bring too much value to try and beg people to get rich. So that's just not what we're going to do. We're going to roll with those who serious, who committed and ready to rock and roll. Check out theblackbillionairesclub.com, theblackbillionairesclub.com. Hit that like button, share button if you care. Like button, share button if you care. Here tonight on Black Woman Wednesday. While you guys are joining, I want to say thanks so much for being here tonight, showing your support for the Black woman, being a part of a positive movement that we got going on. And then also let me know where you're connecting from. What city, what state, and what country. We understand we're using the World Wide Web to connect through Facebook and also YouTube. And worldwide simple means go global. And I got people that follow us, and we got people follow all over the world. So we want to know just how far our reach is here tonight as we're coming to you from our virtual studios here in Decatur, Georgia. That's right, Decatur, where it's great. Go ahead and let us know in the comments below what city, what state, what country, as you rep your city here tonight. And see, I know we're gonna have some sisters. See, we got some brothers that show up. We're gonna see what's going on in the mix up here tonight, man. Good evening to you, Miss Goodrich. Thanks so much for joining us today. Always showing your support. We appreciate it, Queen. Miss Makins Gold is in the house. Made motivation by Made, man. Right, motivating and something every day. I know. I forgot what it means. My brother over at YouTube. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Shiro out of Florida is in the house. Another queen showing up to support her queens. When you support a queen, you support the dream. That's what I'm talking about. Drea Nicole is in the house. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Miss Wiggins is in the house. Thanks so much for joining us tonight on Black Woman Wednesday. Miss Jamila Walker is in the house. Thanks so much for showing up, showing out, and doing all you do up there in New Jersey is in the house, man. Miss Jerry B, that's my sis right there on the Carson, Georgia, man. Thanks so much for joining us today on the new on Black Woman Wednesday. Toledo, Ohio is representing here tonight. Beaufort, South Carolina, by way of Covington, Georgia, is joining us here tonight as well, making a difference everywhere. Absolutely, making a difference everywhere. Now, here tonight, guys, it's really all about, I said uplifting, inspiring, encouraging the Black woman, but also in conjunction with that, it's about connecting networks to networks. I'm connected to some dope people. I mean, I've been blessed. I mean, because when you start looking at who you connected to, you start looking at your network, you start realizing that's why I seem to be making so much money. That's why I can't continue to elevate, because look who I'm associating myself with. So I said, you know what? Let me be serious about this thing. Let me get committed this year. Let me get focused on making sure the other parts of my network know these parts of my network. And then we can all start working on that thing called, it takes a village, right? That village got to connect. And so they called me the glue for a reason. You're going to find out tonight just what it is Tonight's episode is titled Money Moms. Money Moms. And these two sisters, queens, goddesses, divas, I mean, all that in a bag of chips. I've had the pleasure of meeting their children. They've trusted me with their children. And I'm elated. Now that I'm thinking about it, y'all might see me, I had to go off camera if some tears start coming or something, because I go back a long way. And for me, it's not just them, it's their kids. And that's where my heart is. Y'all know, for those that have been following me, I love the kids. I mean, y'all put your kids in front of me, I might just give everything away for free. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You put your kids in front of me. Something happened when you put the kids in front of me. So just let y'all know in advance. But y'all know we're gonna start with our poem here tonight, as we pay homage to our ancestors, to our sisters, and we're gonna do "Still I Rise" here tonight by Miss Maya Angelou. So let me put on my poetic voice for some poetic justice. "Still I Rise" by Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Because I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides. Just like hope springing high. Still, I rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes? Shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my heartiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, because I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise, up from the past that's rooted in pain. I rise. I'm a black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide, leaving behind nights of terror and fear. I rise into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I'm the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise. I rise. I rise. For all our sister queens that's out here joining us here live tonight, go and put a console. I rise. That's absolutely right. Just like Miss Maya Angelou has depicted in her poem, you're still here each and every morning. You rise. That's what I'm talking about, man. That is what's going on here up in here. Man, I've got to bring this sister queen up for our first guest here tonight on our Money Mom edition of Black Woman Wednesday. This sister here is raising a trillionaire. Okay? I mean, not millionaire. I didn't skip nothing. Not thousandaire, not millionaire, not billionaire. This brother that she is raising, who I've had the opportunity of actually sowing seeds into, is going to be our first Black trillionaire. I said it. That's right. I said it. He's going to be our first Black trillionaire. And you get a chance to meet his mom, the one who's putting in all the dirty work, who putting them in the position, connecting them to the people that can pour into his life, that he can continue to, and she's got a daughter too. I mean, I'm not gonna pass up on the daughter. I just happen to have, real connection with the son, because, I'm a brother and he a brother, and that's just how that works. But anyway, I want to introduce you guys to this queen I've known for quite a while. She always astounds me with her determination and her, she's a boss. She might be behind the scenes, but my goodness, she does not play. Let me introduce you guys to Miss Janel Jones, your mother of two, and she'll tell us a little bit more about that. Welcome to Black Women Wednesday here tonight, man. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Man, I'm absolutely phenomenal, fired up. You know how I do. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight on Black Women Wednesday, Miss Janel Jones. Again, there's some people here that's the first time laying eyes on you. They may have seen your name pop up here and there. They may know your son, don't know you. But if you could tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and why you do what you do.
Okay, my name is Janel Jones. I'm a mom is my first job and my most important job. But overall, my name is Janel Jones. I am the creator of Parenting a Prodigy. And with Parenting a Prodigy, I help help your preteens create passive income so they can keep making money and grow and still be able to not just do business, but do life. Be able to, do sports, do music and other things that they enjoy and create profit from their passive income. So that's kind of who I am, what I do. And I raised two amazing children. Kristen the Truth Jones, he's 14. He's an investor. He's a day trader. He's a 3-time best-selling author on Amazon. He's an international speaker. He was certified by Les Brown. He's won several awards, been in several magazines, went viral 3 or 4 times. My daughter is Bailey Love Jones. That is my heart. She's an amazing entrepreneur. She actually runs Kristen the Truth Jones, I call him the Truth. She runs his nonprofit called Truth Playmakers. She's also a best-selling author of a book called Bailey, the Self-Love Princess, where she talks about self-love. And what else Miss Bailey does? She's an aspiring makeup artist. So that's kind of what we do as a family, as a unit, as a whole.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. And how old is Miss Bailey Love?
Miss Bailey is 10 years old.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't plug her clothing line. She also makes my son merch. So she made this Confidence Has No Competition. So she does rhinestone, glitter, and foil t-shirts and clothing. So she also does my son's merch, and she'll be doing my merch for my Parenting a Prodigy program as well.
How old is she again?
She's 10. She's 10.
She's 10.
Yeah, she's 10.
Wow.
She's a beast. I don't see her too much, but
yeah, I agree. She a beast, but she became a beast from a beast. So let's talk about the beast that's in front of us, because you're a beast. And again, you're in the background. I understand that, but tonight we're gonna find out more about you. Here's the deal, so tell me a little bit about as your 2 children. And what kind of was this a part of your family? Is a part of your upbringing, or where did you say, here's where we're going to divert this attention and push them into these spaces, or give them these avenues, or give them access, or whatever that is that they are building and growing in this manner?
Okay, so before my children were even born, I had a plan for them, things I wanted them to accomplish by a certain age. Whether it was, reading by the age of 4, learning how to swim by the age of 2, just things that I didn't have that I knew if they got it at an early age would be a life skill that would carry them further throughout life. So I had a master plan kind of set up and laid out what I wanted my kids to accomplish. And it was, like I said, they were life skills. It just wasn't, something temporary. And so when I was actually writing that out, to backtrack a little bit rather, I'm also a certified John Maxwell coach. And so I was coaching, I was helping other people, get themselves together. And I was doing coaching for small business owners. And I was like, well, if I'm gonna coach somebody, I need to, stop coaching everybody else and take care of home first. So, I know how to survive. I know how to secure the bag, how to, make things happen. But if something happens to me, being a single parent, what's going to happen to my children? Because they don't know how to secure the bag. So I said, let me refocus my attention on my household. And so from there, I kind of just started coaching my children. And of course, you coaching kids. My son at the time was 7 years old. I said, this is going to be proof in the pudding that what I'm actually coaching is I can coach any age about any subject. It is what it is. I'm that chick. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to coach my son because, you're working with kids. You got to teach them everything from scratch. So they don't have that corporate experience or being an entrepreneur or seeing entrepreneurs or having that background working in corporate America. When you're teaching them and coaching them about business, you have to break down everything and start from scratch. And so I didn't just do it once. I did it twice with my son and my daughter. And they just out here living the life. And it's just a part of their culture and who they are and a part of their DNA. They don't even know anything different.
Wow. So everybody putting also master plan. Can you share just, if you can, it may, I don't know if you remember everything, but a few of these life skills that you said you want them to learn by this particular age. I know you mentioned swimming, and but where's a foreign language? Maybe, I don't know. What are some of the life skills that you?
Yeah, so one was definitely swimming because I can't swim. So if we ever in a situation, mom can't help you. You know, I probably jump in the pool and we probably all drown. You know, I definitely try, but I can't. So definitely swimming. I definitely wanted them to learn Spanish. And so when they both were infants, I hired an au pair from overseas to come live in our house full time. And she only spoke to them in Spanish. Because again, I don't speak Spanish, but again, I don't look for excuses or reasons why I can't do something. My Spanish speaking au pair that I hired that came from overseas, she also was a excellent swimmer. So she taught them how to swim and speak Spanish. Then it was nice for them to get accustomed to different cultures and the way they do things and not just our culture, and think outside and think bigger and think globally. And so now they actually know somebody that came from a different country, and they know her family and stuff like that. So they had a connection. So now they're starting to think globally. And the other real big thing I was on was communication. I looked at the top CEOs of the top 500 companies. And the one thing that separated the CEOs were their communication skills. And even if the proof is in the pudding, even with President Obama, when he came out, nobody knew who he was. We didn't know his name. He didn't have a known face, even though he was in politics. But his communication skills and persuasive speaking skills was so dope that, he persuaded everybody to vote for him, regardless if you had ever heard his name before or not. And I mean, he literally beat out Hillary Clinton, who was the favorite going into that election that year So communication is definitely one. We overlook it. And the other thing that's super big is humility and vulnerability. A lot of us are not vulnerable enough to show our kids the vulnerability. And so those are areas I knew I personally were lacking in. So I didn't take it and hide it and act like I was perfect in it. I was like, how can I grow and how can I help my kids grow? And because I need to grow, I don't want to stunt their growth in areas and skills that I don't have. So what can I do to make up for this gap? Because it's something I can't give them.
Wow. And how did the connection get made between me and Kristen, me and the truth?
You know what? Be honest, I don't even know. I know he took your class. You were offering a class for kids.
Yeah.
And I know he took your class. So I know that's how you all connected, but I don't know how you and I got connected.
Okay. You must have been looking for him to take a class then, I guess, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it must have been. And so, that's how it worked. Yeah. So, and actually, the other thing was you were the first person to give him a platform and bring him on live. So we appreciate that.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, I'm over here doing first and don't even know it, man. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. And he got big now. He surpassed. He surpassed the master. He passed the little teacher, leaves the little teacher behind.
Yeah, he probably watching this on Facebook in my room or something, and he probably gonna be critiquing me now. So yeah, the teacher is now the student. So.
Absolutely.
And that's all good. Yeah.
Now tell us a little bit about your year that we just kind of get through. We went through the year of the pandemic, 2020. How was that year for you, your family, and what was a big lesson or big takeaway you took from your experience in 2020?
For 2020, me and my kids were sitting around, you're watching the news, you're seeing all the police brutality. And then, of course, it comes to George Floyd. And I was just sitting there and I asked my kids, I said, what's going to be your storyline? We can sit here and watch everybody do TikToks. We can sit here and watch all the police brutality. We can go march. We can participate in Black Lives Matter. But at the end of the day, if somebody came to you and was going to write your story, because we're part of history, in case y'all didn't know, we're part of history right now. We are in the process of it. I said, if somebody came and wanted you to write a story on you, or if you had to write a book 50 years later for your grandchildren, what's going to be that theme? What's going to be the title? And so I made them just sit down and think of a title of what, what their year is going to look like. And then we just created it from that. And he's like, let's get busy. Like, let's just do this.
You created what from that? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Oh, okay. So that was our game plan for 2020. Because, we're in COVID. We can't go anywhere. It's all kind of crazy stuff going on. The tension in, outside is crazy. The last thing I need is to go run into a Karen, go run into a Ken outside. Like, the tension's crazy, but you can't be fearful and stay locked up in the house. So we're just gonna make the best of it. And so from their title, they wrote what they wanted their year to look like and what was going to be this chapter in their book when they go back and do their their biography or their biopic or whatever.
Yeah.
And so we basically just created a plan to run a class and actually dedicate it to George Floyd. And it was started at 8:46 because that's how long the police officer was on his neck. So we started at 8:46 that morning, and we did it Juneteenth. We did it that weekend of Juneteenth. So everything was about, celebrating Black history as well, celebrating our ancestors and our the people that came before us. So his first.
I think Christian just texted me. He said, what was the title to your chapter in 2020? I got it, Christian. What y'all was writing. He said, what was the title to your chapter in 2020?
Hey, I was just making it happen behind the scenes. Yeah, you know what? But hey, mine was Parenting a Prodigy. So boom, there you have it.
Okay. But as we kind of come through 2020, man, what are you looking forward to in 2021? What's next for you?
What's next for us is basically we have a couple things in store. Kristen, for those of you that don't know who he is, The Truth, he has an app coming out. He's working with some dope creators and some coders on that about the stock market. That's what he does. He's an investor and day trader. He also has another book coming out. He has he's actually going to be joining a team where he's going to be managing $1 million portfolios that are not his. So people are going to trust him with millions of dollars. So that's huge. And Miss Bailey is going to be ramping up, getting ready for Truth Playmakers. It's happening June 19th. If you all want to attend with your kids, they honor kids 17 and under that are phenomenal, have phenomenal skills, that don't get all the viral and that don't get all the praise and worship that they deserve, because there's more of us that's out here with brains over, playing basketball or beauty. We just don't get a lot of recognition for it. So that's a award show. It's called thetruthplaymakers.com. thetruthplaymakers.com. If you have phenomenal kids and you're watching this show, let us know about them. We'll be glad to look at it. We're looking at kids from all different industries, all different walks of life. So that's what Miss Bailey is going to be doing, is connecting all the kids, getting all the awards, doing all the behind the things that take place for getting ready for the award show. And for me, I'm launching Parenting a Prodigy. I'm going to do a soft launch February the 27th. So in 2 weeks, we're going to have a soft launch, and we're going to just keep it moving and grooving from there.
Absolutely. And I've actually got a young cat that I interviewed last week. He has some portfolios, but they have a nonprofit where they go out and they teach the community how to start investment clubs. So I'll connect him. I want to connect him to The Truth, or to connect him to you guys. That may be something that comes down the pipe for you as well. Well, this is Black Woman Wednesday. So it's a wonderful opportunity for us to uplift, inspire, and encourage the Black woman. So as you think about your words of wisdom, your words of empowerment or whatever, in 2021 for the Black woman, what say you to the Black woman?
I would say, don't be afraid of your vulnerability. It's actually your superpower.
More, please. That was too short.
It's to the point. You know how hard it is for a Black woman to be vulnerable, whether it's to herself, to her family, to her man. To be vulnerable and work on that skill set will open up so many doors and so many opportunities. Of course, you can't be vulnerable with everybody, but just to be, look yourself in the face and be honest with yourself and be vulnerable with yourself. Some of us won't even tell ourselves the truth. So absolutely.
Man, oh man, right to the point. I know you better than most. I'll tell you that. Well, Mister, this is Miss Jones again. I've got the her son's website scrolling down the bottom. The Truth Jones. You go check them out there. Is the Playmaker stuff there on the website as well, or not yet?
Not on that. They have their own website, so I'll put it up in the chat.
Okay, so you have the Truth Jones. You want to check out her son. Does Bailey have her own website at this point too?
No, you can catch her on Instagram. Her website got hacked.
Oh no, that's not good. And then the Truth Playmakers here, so I'll put that up for you guys as well. In the comments below, man, I'd love for you to share your thoughts for Miss Bailey and her presentation with us here tonight. We definitely want to spread the love. She's spreading some things with you guys. I'm pretty sure some things that stuck out for you. I say Miss Jerry B says, great job, Queen. Absolutely. I say Miss Vin Reed says, amazing. They say it's a struggle to I guess to be vulnerable. I guess I'm a brother. I don't know. Absolutely, man. So here's what we're gonna do, Miss Jones. We're gonna take a quick break and then bring our second guest. Very interesting because she teaches coding and some of the stuff that you're talking about. There's a lot of synergy that I see here as we look to connect networks to networks, and then hopefully you can you'll have time to just hang around to the end of the show. We can bring you both back, and then we'll close out the show then. So for everybody else, man, go ahead and say your words to Miss Jones here, man. Keep moving forward. And we will be right back after the break.
Okay.
All right, beautiful people, man. You can shop black at the Black Bazaar, Afro-centric home decor, personal care products, and also black art inspired gifts at www.theblackbazaar.com, www.theblackbazaar.com. We want you guys to remember this, that once you shop black, you never go back. That's right, man. Once you shop black, you never go back, man. Hit that like button, the share button if you care. Tag a sister if you care. This is a night to uplift, inspire, and encourage the Black woman here tonight on Black Woman Wednesday. And our second guest, near dear to my heart. She's been rolling with your boy for quite a while. I can give her a call whenever I got some aches and pains and I just need somebody to talk to. She's my godmother, and she's my investing partner, my strategist. I mean, she is all that, the bag of chips with a Coke on the side. I mean, I don't even know what to say about Miss Golden. I mean, she's raising an empire over there. She's just a phenomenal, dope woman with a heart of gold and wants to see everybody win. It's very rare do you see somebody just want, now not just for her to win. At this point, she done already won everything. She want to see everybody else win. When you come across a person like that in your life, you keep them around in whatever capacity, whatever you got to do. Right? She called me 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm picking up because you know what I'm saying. That's how important, you know what I'm saying, her spirit is, and it exudes everywhere she goes. She is also an educator extraordinaire. Her passion is teaching. And I'm just gonna bring her up here again. She's a money mom as well. Again, raising an empire of financially literate children. And I've helped her to do that in my capacity as well. Welcome to Black Woman Wednesday here tonight. The educator extraordinaire, Miss Golden, is in the house. What's going on, Queen?
Hey, everyone. Hey,
thanks so much for joining us here tonight, man. Black Woman Wednesday. There's some people who will just be introduced to you today. Again, as we connect networks to networks, you could tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and why you do what you do.
Well, I'm Educator Extraordinaire. Well, actually, I'm Jacqueline Makins Golden, a.k.a. Educator Extraordinaire, the author of Connie the Coder, I Can Do Anything STEM book. If you haven't picked up your copy, hey, you want to pick up a copy of this STEM book. Besides, it even have Black history moments in it. Remember Katherine Johnson, Hidden Figures? Pick this book up, okay? It's more than a book. Actually, it's a brand. Connie the Coder is a brand. I am a business owner. I like to tell everybody, I'm living my dreams, all of them. And I am an educator, an entrepreneur. I come from a family of educators and entrepreneurs. And so you cut me, I'm going to bleed education and entrepreneurship. I'm a mother of 4, 2 boys, 2 girls. The boys are first and then the girls. One daughter is in college, and the baby girl is a sophomore in high school, and the boys are grown. They are running our family-owned company and just blowing me away. They are the best business partners. I could not have chosen better business partners. Even when I was almost trying to give my company away to other partners. Today, I am so happy. It was only by the grace of God. I'm happy now. I was disappointed when they turned me down, but I'm so happy that they did, because little did I know my sons would step in to run the business. And so now they are my business partners. And so right now, it's just an exciting time for me. As Evan has said, you know what? I want everybody to win. It's not just about me winning. It's about all of us winning and putting the tools, the systems in place so that we can win, and we can, so that's me, Educator Extraordinaire.
Now, talk to us a little bit about it. This session is really about Money Moms, about your journey with educating your children when it comes to this thing called money.
Wow. You know what? I have always had a knack for money as a young child. And my sister often tells that story and so on. So I've always been fascinated by money, always been a saver. And so, I still did those things through childhood, teenager, as a young adult, and even full adulting now. And so it's really important. I can't say that I've done everything right, because I have not done everything right, but I have always put some things in place for my children, setting them up way back when CDs. Well, even before CDs, my mom was a big saver of savings bonds. Anybody remember the savings bonds? My mom was a huge savings bond saver. And so, I can remember going with her, buying some and things like that. And I did the same thing for my sons, and they all always have had a savings account. And then I moved them up to a debit card to a checking account. So they have always had some parts of money. And so I did the same thing with the girls as well. But as life would happen, I went through a divorce. And so, that right there was a huge turning point, in my life. Here I was with basically 4 children, broke, busted, and disgusted, and a business. Okay. I had just stepped out and opened up a storefront business. And we all know what happened in 2008, the market crash. And my biggest company was the federal government. TSA. Anybody remember the TSA days where those people would come to my center to test? They came from all over the world to my center to do testing. TSA would bring them in privately, and all different kinds of stuff with that business. Absolutely love it. But I had the mindset though, Evan, to branch out even with that business and in money. And so I turned that business into what the family-owned business is, and we are CE providers throughout the state of South Carolina, North Carolina, DC, and Georgia. So money has always been, a part, but meeting you in 2015 was just right at the brink. I tell everyone I was praying, and I have to give credit to LaShawn, who is a part of the BBC. And I had been praying, and I'm like, Lord, what more can I do? I'm ready. I want to learn this investing thing. And, seemed like nobody in my circle is talking about money, and ended up on the New Black Wall Street page. You had just created that page. Sean invited me to be a part of that page, and you all had a meetup in Atlanta. And like I said, I was going through a divorce. And so this is 2000. By this time, 2015 had just rolled around. So this is 2015. And that weekend, the girls really were supposed to be with their dad, but for whatever reason, that was canceled. So I'm like, okay, I'm not missing this meeting. This has been purpose. And hey, I got a hotel room for me and the girls. They stayed at the hotel. We met up. Hey, and the rest is history. So I have been with Evan throughout, New Black Wall Street. We have been investment partners since that time too. 2 clubs. I've been through 2 clubs. I have made money with Evan. So, when different people see him in everything, I've had an opportunity to know him, personally, on a personal note in everything. And it's just a great opportunity. It's a great experience. I have had the opportunity of kicking up my own knowledge in understanding money, managing money even better, and building and leaving a wealth legacy for my children and my children's children. I thank God my kids are pretty much set, with the business and everything, that the layers that I have so set up for them. And I want to say, I don't want anyone to think that it's because I knew a whole lot. I did not. I have literally followed this man since 2015. And where I am now, many people have sat in this hot seat that have shared wealth of information. I remember truth. Every time it seems like you bring on someone, I remember that guest. I remember you having truth on in everything with his book, his mom. Oh man, just an incredible woman, right? Just doing a phenomenal job with her children, And so having that opportunity and learning the different things, I'm telling you, the BBC is the best group to be in, So I want to say welcome to all of the new members who may be hearing me for the first time. Welcome to the BBC. Jump in, learn a lot. No, you probably won't be able to do everything, and that's okay. Take the baby steps. I can begin to tell you all the different things that I've learned. And I'm sharing those things with my children. And as Evan have said, he did Kids Vest, and my girls were a part of Kids Vest. That's how they learned investing. And then Lisa Porto, they learned, they did her real estate class. Okay. So it's just all the bits and pieces, all those different things come together, and they would never forget those opportunities that they have had. And so it is a journey. So money moms, kudos to all of the money moms. And I want you to know, trust me, they hear you. They hear you. But I want to piggyback off of what Truth Mother said a few moments ago. She said she had a plan from the beginning, and she started them out young. And it is so true. You have to start them out so young. You have to begin to plan different things for them while they're young. And that was the whole reason for me writing Cunning the Coder, is because if we don't get hooked on to coding, we're going to be left behind again in technology. And You have to start early with coding because coding has so many different types of languages for children to learn. There are so many words for children to learn. And that's what this book is. This book is the beginning foundation of learning coding, then recognizing the words and beginning to understand the words. And book number 2 will be out late summer. And so it's just another building block upon this brand, and I want to say too, give a shout out to Lisa Porto. I knew one day that I was going to trademark something, and Lisa Porto talked about trademarking super agent and everything, and she shared that information, with us. And, it's one of the things that I did with Connie the Coder, her name, is to trademark her name because her name was so catchy. And then too, after speaking with a brand attorney and everything. And so I knew that before I put her name out, I wanted her name to have some protection because it is a catchy name, Connie the Coder. And she's a very sassy, self-confident little girl who is very bold. And I wrote her with a very strong voice. So she has a strong voice by design. Okay. So her voice is strong by design. And because she is definitely going to take you on a journey. And so I am so excited. I am excited about the reviews that I've gotten from the book with different people. Recently someone hit me up and say, hey, my daughter said, when is book number 2 coming out? Because she's ready for book number 2. And I'm just like, oh, okay, it's late summer. So just a great opportunity. Absolutely. And I wrote the book too. Let me say this. I wrote this book so that my words will forever live in print. And the goal is for this book to go global from state to state. Okay. We've already gone to about 12 states. So as you can see, we still have another 38 more to go. Okay. So wherever you are, you want Connie the Coder, let me know so we can send her to your state as well.
We'll definitely make sure we get the website put up for them, for people that want to pick up the book and support the movement. And it's just so phenomenal, man. That you've been making strides along the way. I was just thinking of that time that we did do the real estate webinar, and I remember that was a very, very moving time because we had a community center that had set up like one computer and had like 30 kids around that computer, learning real estate and real estate concepts. That was a moving time. I believe the truth might have been on that broadcast. Well, I'm not quite sure, but at any rate, as we have kind of got moving through, 2020. Right, the year of COVID and pandemic and all that stuff. But how was 2020 for you, your business, and what's something that you learned? What's a life lesson from you from last year?
Wow, 2020 was a super great year for me and my family, and I thank God. It was a super great year by design because. See, I had already gone through a bad time where I was broke, busted, and disgusted, okay, which was around about 2008, 2009. And I couldn't even buy my girls McDonald's Happy Meal. We were going down the road and they asked for a Happy Meal, and I had to tell them I had no money to buy them one. And then that right there was a life-changing moment for me. And I said then, I will never be broke, busted, and disgusted another day in my life. That was a defining moment for me to change my own financial situation. That there was no one rolling in on a white horse to save the day for me. I knew that I had to begin to save the day for myself and for my children. And that's what I did. And so coming around to 2020, it was cool. I mean, it was good. It has been a good year. It's been a good business year for us as well. And then too, 2020 slowed my life down. So because I had spent the past 7 years ripping and running with 2 young daughters, sports, and all over the place. So to have my life slow almost to a standstill was super great for me, because it gave me the opportunity to finish up Connie the Coder. That is how I finished up this book and everything. And I had written the first 5 pages the year before, but it was like I had writer's block or something. And I heard the Lord say, he said, you said if you had time, you would finish up the book. Where now you have nothing but time. So when are you going to finish the book? And literally the following weekend, I finished writing the rest of the pages to the book and started the whole book thing and all of that. So 2020 was a great year, Evan, for me, financially wise, family wise, business wise, because it gave us an opportunity, even with our business, to bless the professionals who have blessed us and have taken care of us for the last 12 years. And we offered one of our courses for free, and so it's been a blessing. We want to give to those who have given to us. And so moving forward in 21, we have 2 projects that hopefully, we're going to roll out by the end of 21. And it is to help more professionals. That's what it is. We are going to serve more professionals in the hair and beauty industry, and we're going to teach them how to make money while they're sleeping. And so for that, I'm super excited.
Absolutely. And that sounds like that's also kind of what's next for you. Is that correct?
Yes, that is. That's sort of like what's next. Well, actually, what's next for me is so many things, and that's the wonderful thing about having the partners, is because they free me up. And so, Cutting the Coder is part of the next. Is finishing up the second book and rolling it out by late summer. And it's going to be a good book. It's going to even be better than the first one, even though the first one is great.
Fantastic. And again, this is Black Woman Wednesday. It's our opportunity to uplift, inspire, and encourage the Black woman here. So as you think about 2020 and your words of encouragement and empowerment for the sisters out there, what say you to the Black woman?
I have, for anyone that's been following me, on Facebook, I have started this little catchphrase, and I don't even know where it came from, but it says, "Hey sis, it's time to level up." So what I'm saying to my sisters is, it's time to level up. It's time for us to level up in all areas of our life, and if I can do it, you can do it. Sure, I have had some obstacles. I have had some bad moments, some tragedies too, and everything. But I leveled up. You can level up. This is the year of flow. I have a money group. And so we talk about flow. This right here is the year of flow, the year of flow for your money. You need to know where your money is going. You need to know how your money is doing, and you need to be doing some investment with your money. It is time to let your money make some money. So, hey sis, it's time to level up in the year of flow. I really believe God has opened up the windows of heaven for us, and that this is our opportunity and this is our moment to get in alignment with what is going on financially. I have seen more money hit the hands of many of us. Think about those stimulus checks. Okay. All right. We're about to get a third stimulus check. Hey, sis, it's time to level up with your finances. And guess what? You can do it. I did it. You can do it too as well.
Absolutely. And we got a place that you can, come and get some support as well. So we got our money group. We got the BBC as well. These are opportunities for people to say, you know what, I might need to get with a new room, a new crowd of people. And as I said, man, I'm connecting networks to networks. It's up to you, though. It's up to you to take advantage of this, man. Let me bring our Miss Jones back, our stars here, and we'll kind of wrap this thing up, man. Miss Jones back. How you doing, Queen?
Good.
All right, fantastic. Well, I want to say to both of you guys, I want to say thanks so much for taking the time to be here. I understand that we're all busy, but using this virtual platform kind of gives us an opportunity to do this. So I don't take your time for granted. But I'll start with you, Miss Jones. How'd you like the show tonight? What do you think about Black Woman Wednesday?
I had a wonderful time, and I want to thank the audience, thank the ladies for your comments. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for supporting us. It means a lot to me. I don't take support for granted. And Evan, thanks again for having me on.
Absolutely. Miss Golden, man, how did you enjoy the show tonight? And what do you think about Black Woman Wednesday?
Oh, I enjoyed the show. I enjoy every one of your shows, whether I am on here with you or not. And Black Woman Wednesday happens to be one of my favorite shows to come and hear what other women are doing in their lives and gaining some knowledge and wisdom from each one of them. And I want to say thank you to all of the BBC folks who have supported me and has supported Connie the Coder, so I would not have been able to sell all the books I've sold, without the support of my BBC family. And I want you to know, I don't take that lightly at all. I greatly appreciate it. And I want to say thank you, Evan, for reaching out and having me on, because you didn't have to do it, but you did. And so, you know what, I'm very thankful and grateful for the opportunity.
Absolutely. For anybody else, thanks so much for being here for our audience. If you have any last words for our guests, or you want to share your own encouragement, inspiration, and motivation for the Black woman, put that in the comments below, and we'll get your last comments before we close this thing out. I will let you guys know that we got a couple things coming up from our end. Number one, we did mention the Black Billionaires Club. We've heard that quite a few times. That is actually a club. It's a group. It's a paid membership where you can begin to connect with brothers and sisters who are serious, right? The key word is serious about building wealth, building business while we build ourselves. And the most important part of that is building yourself. I'm pretty sure that echoes amongst our guests here today. Before they could build those empires, before they could build their children, they had to build themselves, and then they could actually pour in from their overflow. Well, you got an opportunity to connect with us by simply going to theblackbillionairesclub.com and making a financial decision that can change your life forever. I also want to say shout out to our sponsors, Black Bazaar, where you can find the Afro Stitch home decor, personal care products, and Black art inspired gifts for helping us to have this show here today. And I'll catch up on these final comments here as well. Miss O'Shaughnessy says, thank you for your time. Miss Antoinette Ross is a boss. Thank you both for sharing. It's been awesome sauce. Absolutely, Miss Goodrich. I said, thank you, Miss Jones, Miss Golden. I appreciate you, Queens. Once again, congratulations. Awesome show here. Miss Reed says, thank you as always. I appreciate you. This is what we do because we must become the media, right? We must be our own media. And we have opportunity to do that with access all over the place. Well, again, thanks so much. Oh, yeah, Connie Decoder. I'm glad you put that in a minute. I forgot. So Connie Decoder, check them out at ConnieDecoder.com, ConnieDecoder.com. Connie Decoder, I can do anything. Go ahead and support your queen just like that. Miss Walker, I know I got you on. I can't wait. Miss Walker, you're going to be on the show soon as well. That's right. We're going to bring you all up here so we can make sure we connect it, right? It takes the village. It starts with us. Well, beautiful people, I want to say thanks so much for joining us here tonight. New Black Wall Street, Black Woman Wednesday. I want you guys to remember this. It takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we all we need. And thank God, that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. It's the DJ. Hit the music.
The new Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We will see you all there at the next episode of The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall Street.